If you do that for me, then I promise we'll get you in and out of here in 30 minutes or less with all the information you need to conduct today's operations. Let's go ahead and start, if we would, with a update on the current situation, and that's going to be our Operations Section Chief, Rich.
Thank you, Jeff, and welcome to all of you. For those of you who aren't aware, what we're dealing with here is earlier today we had a truck coming off the off-ramp there from the 265 and 17 interchange that went off the off-ramp, rolled over, in the process dumped off 15 300-gallon totes of diazinon. Driver sustained moderate injuries, was transported to a local hospital. The spread of the diazinon is downstream here. We presently have some diking done around 4 of the ponds located in the area. We did just receive recent confirmation from field observers that pond number 3 does have some contamination in it. With that in mind, we have notified the water companies that are downstream that in the event we continue the spread of the contamination, that they may have to shut down the water intakes for their respective companies. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Rich. Okay, if you go ahead and look at the front of your incident action plan, the incident objectives are stated there from Unified Command. They're also stated right up here in case you want to refer to those, and Unified Command has stated those, and that's what we're going to be working towards. On the next page after that is the organization assignment list that is basically a contact list for this operational period in case you need to get a hold of somebody. And if you go ahead and turn your incident action plans over, and you'll find the weather. Since we don't have a meteorologist, I'll go ahead and just briefly highlight the weather, but please make sure that you go over that with your folks at the conclusion of this briefing. So it looks like we're going to have cloudy with increasing showers. About 1/2 inch of rain is possible. Minimum temperature is going to be 68 degrees. RH somewhere between 90 and 100%, obviously, because it's going to be raining. And the wind's going to be southwest 8 to 15 miles an hour. And it looks like the mixing winds are also southwest, a little bit higher at 12 to 15 miles an hour. And then the outlook for the next day, Sunday, is cloudy with rain and showers, likely heavy at times, 1 to 2 inches of rainfall possible, with localized even up to 3 inches. So obviously you may want to be prepared in case they're off a little bit as far as the time schedule. So with that, the next page after that should be the operational assignments. And go ahead and turn to those. Please answer loud and clear when Rich calls your name, and we'll get through this. So, Operations Section Chief, Rich.
Thanks again. All right, as you can see from the map behind me, we presently have this divided up into 2 geographic divisions, Division A and Division B. We also have 3 functional groups presently in operation. All right, in Division A, Division Supervisor is Carson.
The Operations Section Chief will go over all the ICS 204 assignment sheets in the IAP, discussing the assignments and completing a roll call for each division or group supervisor and each resource assigned to that group or division.
The operational period will be to maintain any unassigned resources. If you want to get with me after the operational period briefing, we will get you an assignment. Thank you.
All right, thanks again, Rich. Okay, if you go ahead and turn to your safety message, our safety officer, John, will go ahead and highlight the important aspects of that. John.
Good evening. There is a safety message in your IAP. Please go over that with your folks. In general, make sure that everybody's wearing the proper PPE for the actions being taken. We will be working on and near the waterways for this shift. Everyone that's involved with that process should be wearing personal flotation devices. Utilize the site safety plans that are included in the IAP. If you feel the need to revise those, please go ahead. Just send the revisions into the situation unit. Maintain situational awareness at all times, and please have a safe shift. Thank you.
Thanks, John. Okay, now turn to the 205 and the 206, the communications and medical plan, and our logistics section chief will go ahead and highlight those important points. So, Dale?
Okay, on the 205, if there's any discrepancies anyplace else in the IAP, please refer back to the 205 for the correct frequencies. If you'll turn the page to the 206, the medical plan, Section 8 is what we want to brief you on. Notify your supervisor of any immediate injury. Also, make sure that they contact the division or group so that they can request an ambulance or medevac through the communications. The medical unit also has established an aid station at base, which is available for minor injuries or irritations that your personnel may have.
Also, meals and drinks are located in the reefer truck, which is behind the incident command post. You can pick up what you need for your people. We won't be delivering them. Some equipment is running low on fuel at the scene. A fuel tender has just arrived and will park in the staging area. Supplies on the east side of the incident command post. We have some extra personal protection equipment and a few other supplies. You can check out what you need there for your personnel.
All right, thanks, Dale. Next, with some important finance information is Bill.
We're setting up a time unit in the south office of the incident command post. Make sure that all your workers have recorded their times, collected the paperwork before they go through demobilization. The local agencies are determining if they're meeting the thresholds for FEMA reimbursement. I'll be giving an update at the end of the shift.
All right, thanks a lot, Bill. Next, information. Carol.
Thanks, Jeff. You're going to see a lot of media people around the scene today, so please let's try to help them out, get our message out, as long as they don't interfere with your operations. In your incident action plan, you will see a list of our contact information and also where we will be doing our media briefings.
All right, thanks, Carol. We've got a lot of assisting agencies and cooperating agencies, and heading up our cooperating agencies, our liaison officer, Jim, and he's going to highlight some points there. Jim?
I'm trying to make contact with every agency that's represented here on this incident. So if you or your agency rep has not checked in with me yet, please do so at the end of the ops briefing, the left-hand side behind the stage. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, representing Unified Command, our Unified Commanders are here. We've got Joe from Jefferson County who's going to be elected as the Unified Command spokesperson. We also have Ben from EPA and John from Department of Environmental Quality. So, Joe?
On behalf of all three of us in Unified Command, we'd like to thank you for being here at the briefing. This incident is causing a huge impact to the community with the closure of Highway 265, potential impact to the domestic water supply and the environment in general. It's very important for us to get on top of this as fast as we can. So if there's anything we can do to help you out there, just notify your supervisor. We'll do whatever we can to make your job faster and easier. You'll notice your top priority is the safety of responders and the public, so we want to emphasize that. Make sure your folks are operating in a safe manner. We want everybody to finish this assignment unharmed and go out there and have a good shift, and hope we can get a lot of work done before those heavy rains come in, because that's going to change things very drastically once we get that large amount of rain they're predicting. So with that, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe. Okay, that concludes the operational briefing. Go ahead and turn your cell phones, pagers, and radios back on. Remember, Division Alpha is meeting right here. Division Bravo is meeting right over there. Law and Decon are behind us on the loading dock. And, of course, then we've got the treatment group, which is meeting down the hall to the right. With that, please go ahead and meet up with your division or group supervisors, and thank you very much for attending.